Hello and welcome back to the stream. My name is Dan and today we're playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition as always. On today's stream we will try to continue our way through Markarth and the quests within. I'm going to aim to complete the main story quest, which is I think Alduin's Wall. But yeah, we'll see how it goes because those streams nowadays are pretty unruly. Like we think we'll be done with an area in like a couple of hours, ends up taking us 20 streams like Riften did. We have Glocky, we have She's Awake. How are you all doing? You all good? Good to see everyone again. Yeah, I thought we'll skip the epic music at the start because we have delayed for long enough. So I'm gonna have my usual sip of coffee that tea that I take when the music is playing. And we're good to go. Okay, so we have stopped in, what's this place? Handraheim, and we're going to go west. Okay, let's have a look at the quest. So, oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's going to be the quest that we'll never complete because that was just so torturous. We'll just see where it is. Find Fenrig. Where is that supposed to be? All the way over there. We'll leave that as it is. Pantry. So that's nearby. I'm just gonna select all the quests that we have around Markarth again. That's more in the Solitude area. That's Markarth. And I think the rest of it is fine. So I think the only thing that we need to get checked is Alduin's Wall. And do we have any miscellaneous quests as well? Nah, we'll just leave it as it is. Alright. Let's have a look if we need some rest, if we need some food. So we are drained, we are hungry. Okay, so we have to do this whole thing. I believe the bedroom was this way. Yes, it is. We did find some food laying around in the house, so we should be fine for food as well. Let's see. Let's sleep for about 12 hours. There you go. How am I doing today? I'm doing alright. I'm doing okay, to be fair. All my colds and stuff seem to be going away, so we're doing fine. Right, I'm gonna leave the house because sometimes there is this weird glitch where eating inside buildings doesn't actually replenish any hunger. So, yeah, let's go outside. We also have our new automaton horse as well. It's all coming back to me now. Apple pies, let's have 2 of those. And I think that's going to be well fed. Satisfied, okay. Let's have a goat. Okay, I think we can ride down here. Yeah. Let me have a look around the compass just to see if there's any more areas that we could explore. So there is a mine this way, but I think that's more towards the Falkreath side of things. Yeah, so we'll literally just take this road and keep riding towards the west, I think. There is a little bit of the cold remaining, Glocky. It's just it's the ugly phase where it's all kind of leaving my body. So every cough or sneeze is followed by this just phlegm coming out of my lungs, which is amazing, really. But yeah, hopefully this time around when that happens, I'm gonna remember to switch off my camera and my microphone as well. Unlike the last stream. That was a silly willy move. I'm not actually seeing a lot of locations around here at the moment, so this is pretty chill. Whereabouts is Alduin's Wall? It's Calf Spire is this way, so there's still some way off. I believe there are a bunch of bridges around this area as well. We can use to get there. Okay. Yeah, I think let's start with Calf Spire first, actually. Make it nice and easy. Actually do some progress in the main quest, main storyline. That'd be nice, because we've not done any of it in like the last 10 streams or so. What is this place? Well, he says you'll do the main quest line, but yeah. New locations appear. Let's have a look. Old Crawlden Inn. Oh, I think there is a cool quest in here.
Ah, a visitor. Old Crawlden Inn has hundreds of years of history, friend.
I work for Ildis. She runs the inn.
This is the old Rolden Inn. Clean beds and strong drink.
You're awfully mature for your age.
Watch your tongue, stranger. We don't take back talk in this inn.
What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both?
I'd like some more food, if possible. Apple pies, yep. Bass, catfish, pockfish, alderfish, rabbits, venison. Cool, that should do us for now. Let's have a chat with you. Oh, I'm carrying too much to be able to run already. I need to offload some shit somewhere. It might be a good shout to go back to Markarth, get a carriage to Solitude, drop some stuff off at Solitude, and then come back.
You'll be looking to rent Tiber Septim's room, I take it?
Tiber Septim's room?
That's right. In the Second Era, Tiber Septim himself led the army that conquered Old Hroldan from the barbarians of the Reach. Septim would later found the empire that united Tamriel, but his first known battle and victory was right here. And this inn has the very bed the great general slept in on his first night as Old Hroldan's liberator, as good as it was hundreds of years ago.
Fine.
Have a good rest. It's the big room with the double bed.
This is the first inn in this game where the innkeeper didn't insist on showing us where the room is.
I'll show you to your room.
Oh.
Right this way.
I thought she was gonna just leave us to it and just say like, yeah, it's a big room. You can't miss it. Just go
Let me
there.
know if there's anything else you need. Old Hroldan is the stone that the Empire's history is built on.
So, oh, Battle of Zangutar. We've read that already. Do you know what? While we're here, okay. While we're here, do you know what? Why not sleep for 1 hour and just see what happens? Oh yeah. What happened here? What are you doing?
Need something?
Do you need picking up?
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got
Alright, what happened?
Mara have mercy, that gave me a fright.
I heard screaming.
There's a ghost just wandering around my inn like it owned the place.
You mean the legless guy? You said you saw a ghost?
Yes. I've heard stories that Old Hroldan was haunted, but no one's seen a ghost here since the Great War. He's from the battle, I just know it. He's one of Tiber Septim's soldiers, back from the dead.
Okay.
Until next time.
Oh, there he is, yeah. I'm going to drop some crap just right here, right now, on the floor. That I won't need. Oh, yeah, we have this spider control rod. Do you know what? I'm going to try to leave it in that chest, just in case I need to find it again at some point. It's going to be in here. I know for a fact I'll forget where it is. I don't really intend to go back to that dungeon, but just in case. I'm going to call you Legolas. Right. Ghost of Old Hroldan.
Hjalti, is that you? I've been waiting.
Hjalti, who are you talking about?
You promised me, Yalti. You promised that when we sacked Roldan, you would make me your sworn brother. And I've waited. Even after the enemy's arrows dug into my chest and their hammers crushed my bones, I've waited. Give me your sword, Yalti, that we may become brothers, as you promised.
An old sword? That's a fool's errand.
I cannot go into battle without a sword, Yalti.
It's cool to see ancient Nod armor actually being worn, you know, by a ghost. It adds to the storytelling element, you know. This is what they would have worn, and we've seen that armor being worn by Draugr nowadays. So it's cool to like actually see it in its full glory, as it were, even if it is spectral. Who are you? Where are you from?
You don't remember me, Yalti? 2 campaigns we served together. You saved my life time and time again. And give me your sword, Yalti.
I will find your sword.
I long to taste battle again.
Okay, I guess we are not doing the main quest. We are looking for a sword. Where could it be? Not that one. Miscellaneous? Bring Hjalti's sword to the ghost of old Roldan. It doesn't make sense why this would be miscellaneous. You know, along shit like bring 20 Jezbays to someone. Like, we've actually just found a ghost in like a scripted event in an inn in the middle of nowhere. You know, this deserves its own quest, I think. Right, so let me just have a look at this again. Show on map. So I guess we have to speak with the innkeeper here to maybe learn a bit more about this story.
Do you think the ghost is one of Tiber Septim's dead men?
The ghost mentioned a Hjalti.
Hjalti? I never heard of anyone named Hjalti. Tiber Septim had many names. Maybe that's one of them.
The ghost is looking for his sword.
A sword? I remember a legend that Tiber Septim had attacked one of the enemy camps before he came to Old Roldan. It could be there. I'll mark it down on your map.
Thank you. So kind.
Good day.
Change the linens
Okay,
yourself.
let's leave.
They're fresh.
I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you, Yalti.
Nice, we have a dragon straight away. Where is it? It's somewhere. Alright. Where is this sword supposed to be? Let's have a look on the map. Oh, so it's up there. We'd have to go back to Rorikstead to get it. Okay, let's try to do it. Let's try to get back to Rorikstead somehow. So there is a path leading up this way. That might actually be quite handy. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, this is the way. Yeah. I didn't even realize there was this path here. It's very convenient. There's a cave over this way. A camp as well. I can see a bear in this camp. Or a saber cat. Right, let's go to get the sword, and then maybe on the way back we'll go and investigate those locations as well. I wonder if I already have been in this cave, in this place that we need to go to get the sword. It seems to point towards this location just there on the compass, this camp. And yeah, I think we've done that one before. This dragon has been flying around here for many streams now, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. What are these? Bandits, okay. And that's a death hand, so there will be some vampires around. Oh yeah, vampires for all. And a dragon as well. Cool. Let's drink a frost resist. Resist frost for 38%. Cool. It's interesting that we are finding a bunch of not vampires, dragons around here that have names, like actual names. That was easy. New Pokemon tool to summon? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think he goes away after we give him the sword. We have done this location as well before. In the past. I think there's a hatch leading down in here. Yeah, we've done that. We've done that as well. So I'm not going to redo the same location again. That's a bit silly. My Dwemer horse is still there. That's a surprise. Like, if we had the usual horse that we used to have, I'm fairly certain it would have tried to run away by now. Yeah, we've done this as well. So it's... I know it wouldn't make sense, and like I know that the sword probably wasn't here before, because we've not unlocked the quest, but we've been through here before. So if the sword was here all this time since the war, in which the ghost has taken place, in which the ghost has taken, it was participating in, like, I'm pretty sure we would have hammed the sword if it was here, right? It is slightly annoying how we have to redo the whole thing though as well. Everyone has respawned. Oh, Glass Sword of the Blaze. Burns target for 37 points. So this is also very, very powerful. In a similar way to our current sword, Torment. Interesting. Alright, so I thought we just had like a very OP weapon, but it turns out a lot of enemies will just have it now as well. Like this kind of specs. Subin guys in the chat. Yo, how you doing? You all good? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you, man. I feel like we might have contracted vampirism or some kind of a disease that I would have missed. No, it's still good. Okay. Yeah, I think when we fought those vampire thralls, I was slightly worried that we might have missed some kind of a disease.
Now you're mine.
Okay, so all the traps are reset again as well. Yeah, I really do hate when you have to redo the same location because there is a quest in here now. We're gonna go a bit more in depth about this in a sec. Let me just concentrate on the dungeon for now. But be assured, I have some thoughts, as always. This does not get old. It's the best thing ever in this game. The paralysis. Okay, so we have to unlock this still. So the way we did it last time was we just placed this ball on here. And that kind of works, I think. Ooh, more gems. Yeah, I'm sure we've relooted this before, but it seems like the loot is back. Bring nightshades to Ingun Blackbriar. I thought we've done that already. Have we not? Apparently not. Okay. Hjalti's sword. There you go. So the reason why I don't like okay, so let's not talk about games in general. Let's just talk about Skyrim and why coming back to the same location for the second time, just because you now have a quest active in this location and you need to pick up some kind of a sword or an item. The reason why I don't like it in Skyrim is because the game has mechanics that make this kind of a thing possible, where if you come to this location before and you pick up this sword, the game makes it possible for you to not ever lose that weapon because it just blocks you throwing away or misplacing quest items from your inventory. It's just constantly glued to your inventory. And also quest items don't really add to your weight, so they don't weight anything in your inventory. So there's nothing mechanically or from design point of view in Skyrim that would have prevented us from picking the sword earlier on in the playthrough and then just having it on us at all times. So when we do meet the ghost, we can just give it to him straight away. So I don't really so yeah, in general I don't like having to do the same location twice because now there's a quest in here. But yeah, with Skyrim in mind, like there's definitely ways that they could have just done this in a way where we just wouldn't have to do this. Ugh. Some jet, as always. Ugh. The APs are coming back. Well, we do have the sword now. How did we make our way up here, though? How do we go back down where we've come from? Was it up here and then left here? Yeah, I think it was. Or maybe a little bit down this way. Yeah. Not exactly here, but it's here somewhere. This way. Yeah, that's it. Oh, hiccups. As always, this stream is brought to you by 1 Million Bears and Saber Cats of Skyrim. So that's some kind of a camp. I think there was a bear within it. So let's have a look at the camp. Yeah, there's definitely a bear or a troll. No, that's a bear. Okay, let's get off a horse, kill the bear, and see what this is all about. Can we stun? Can we paralyze a bear? What? Oh shit! Another one. Whack! Okay, let's heal. In the meantime, while the dragon is fucking about, let's just have a look through here. So we have Talva. It's suspicious how he has an actual name and isn't just called a Nord or a Breton or something like this. So he must be related to something. Nice of you to come down. Oh yeah. Whack. Whack. All the whacks, man. Big whacks. I think this is the first time in this playthrough that we actually seen this animation played properly. From the right angle. That was cool. Okay, so what else do we have here? So we have some raw beef. We'll leave it there. This is all good. All good. Breathen is dead as well. Good. Karen's journal. Okay. Oh, Talva. Dear sweet Talva. I can't stop thinking about him. Since the first moment I laid my eyes on him. In the marketplace, my heart was lost. But father would not allow me to marry a commoner, much less a poor Dwemer miner. Mara, what to do? Another letter from Talva. The third this week. He says he can't live without me. That he'd rather die than lose me to another. Oh, I feel the same way. I can't abide this any longer. Father is sure to find out eventually. The maids are all aflutter over my secret love. Something will slip. Talva and I must be long gone by then, or father will have all the Reach up in arms against him. I've convinced father to take me on his next trip out west, out east. When we reach the inn at Old Kralden, I'll slip out at night and meet Talva in the hills above Soljuns. Talva says he's been saving his wages for the last few months, stowing them away in the old stump up there. With that, we should be able to buy passage to Riften and our freedom. All of, I can't wait another hour. Okay, so where is this money? Could this be money? Extreme healing, the ransom of Zarek. I'm guessing this is the coin purse. How much gold does he has? 36 gold. Yeah, I'm not sure how far you'd get away with 36 gold, but it's cute of him to try. So what happened here? I'm guessing the bear hooked them up. The question is my Dwarven horse still there? Or is he running free? Oh, there he is. At the same time, why am I bothering with the horse? Why not just do this? So it was nice to meet you. It was nice to have gotten you. And you be free, you be happy on your travels and journeys. And but yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna go to my way more cooler and convenient horse over here. So yeah, see you in a bit. Although I should have just let. Nah, it doesn't make sense. I want to leave it somewhere by like a house or a city where we know exactly where it's going to be. If I just leave it here, I'm never gonna find it ever again. And you know, one day you might be like, oh, I wonder what happened to my dwarven horse. So this must be the mine where Talva worked, maybe? Miner's house, okay. Smelter and some dude.
I don't know where you're going, but stay out of that mine. It isn't safe.
Is it Draugr? Is it spiders? Or is it goblins? Not goblins. Former, maybe. The mine isn't safe. Why?
We tunneled into an old Nordic crypt.
Draugr.
The whole place is crawling with Draugr. We're not mining up any ore with those undead around, so I wouldn't go down there if I were you.
It's like we played this before. No One Cares Production says, I've heard the Dwarven horse is immortal and has unlimited stamina. Is that true? It is true. As far for the stamina, it does never stop sprinting if you just want it to, you know, gallop faster. So that's true. Whether it's immortal, I'm not sure.
Until that crypt is clear.
we have literally found it dead. So, who knows? But nice to see you, dude. Nice to see you, dude, again.
Left in that mine. What a waste.
Thanks for tuning in. That's my work phone buzzing. My boss decided to email everyone at nearly 9 PM on a Friday, so I'm just gonna throw it away in a pile of clothes on the floor. I am not accepting any side quests currently. I'm too busy. It's nice to fight Droggers that are not Death Lords, you know, for a change. Because that's all we've seen for the last couple of dungeons. Wait.
There's still plenty of ore left in that mine. What a
What
waste.
just happened? There was a mutiny. I think I've accidentally threw a firebolt at the storm astronaut, so maybe that's why they turned against me, but I didn't realise that they would just turn against you if you accidentally hit them by, like, once. Jana Brett's Last Dance. Is that a skill book? It's valuable enough to be a skill book, but I don't think it is. Oh, chat. Neon's in the chat. How you doing, dude? You all good? What's in the cup? Tea? Yes, so in the cup we have some kind of an orange hooker tea. In my metal cup we have a bird blend tea called Snowball. Really fucking good. But yeah, they straight fucking betrayed me. They turned against me. It was a full mutiny. That's what you get for ignoring your boss in real life. She gets them. She gets the Skyrim people to attack you. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if she had some kind of weird superpowers like this. Tea drinking adventure. So it's quite funny how I'd never really drank that much tea until I started streaming, and then I started drinking a lot of tea during the streams because, you know, it's nice to have warm liquid as you talk a lot, and it's quite funny how I accidentally became like the stereotypical British streamer, fueled by cups of tea. If I actually get endorsed or like get like branded sponsorship from like a branded deal from one of these tea making people, oh my god, I swear. Oh, hello. Whack! Whack! Okay. As I was saying, it's nice to fight something other than Death Lords. Here they are. Oh shit, I need to heal. And also stamina as well. Vigorous healing. Yeah, let's go for that. I'm gonna keep the ultimate healing and magickas and whatnot for later. For dire situations. Although, because of the fact they can just stop the game mid-combat like this and just chill, you never really are in like a dire situation because you can just literally either down 20 or 1 potions depending on what you need. So it's quite, yeah, you don't really get dire situations in Skyrim in that sense. Okay, I think that's everyone dead. Quick save, just in case, because we've not saved a game in a while. So, I would flip if I died. How's the chat? Let me just catch up on the chat while I drink my tea. Subin Guy says, I'm taking a break from coffee, so only doing tea these days. Lemon ginger has been my favourite, and pomegranate hibiscus is a close second. Lemon ginger is a solid choice, especially when you do stuff like this, streaming or maybe vocal performances, you know, singing, etc. Really good for that. It doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me. Don't be a milk drinker. Be a tea-drinking adventurer. That's also true. Hello there. Sandman, how you doing? All good? Speaking about coffee, actually, I used to, back in my uni days when I was in my 20s, I used to be quite good at drinking a lot of coffee in a day without feeling any sort of the side effects. But as I got a bit older, if I have like more than 2 or 3 cups of tea a day, my stomach just says no later on, so I think this is partly why I've come over to tea as well now. Okay, oh yeah. Change the scene. I do forget sometimes. We have a bunch of switches. I'm guessing there's gonna be... Alright, so there are 3 switches. A bunch of traps on the walls. So that one is too obvious. So that's gonna be the trap. I'm guessing there's gonna be a switch around here. Maybe not. Okay. Let's try this one. That does nothing. What about this one? Okay. And I'm guessing that's gonna trigger the traps. Yep. As I said, very obvious. And then he just tries it anyway, just to prove a point. What a fucking idiot. Yes, I've avoided the traps. But then I'm gonna trigger it just for the sake, for the shits and giggles, yeah. Can you imagine being Deathlord and just like getting paralyzed and just laying there like... And just watching me whacking you over the head with a sword and just thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, not this. What a shit way to go. Honestly. That is some ancient garlic. Giant toe, former ear, frost salts. We're carrying too much to be able to run. Okay, what can I just drop? Oh yeah, those shitty fucking crowns, yeah. Miscellaneous. What do we have in here? I'm sure I've got at least like 1 or 2 plates somewhere, or a cup, or that kind of a thing. Oh, apparently not. That's a first. Food. It's all cooked. It's all good stuff. Potions. Now, this is the one. Health generates 70% faster for 6 minutes. That one is too good to get rid of. But if we find any of those potions that are weaker, just drink that, drink that. Bin those. Bin that as well. Resist cold. We'll leave it. That's enough. We can run around again. I'm not missing any side chambers, am I? No. I don't actually remember what was the conclusion of this quest. What kind of a boss or an enemy there is at the end, or treasure. What's the payoff here? I don't recall much of this dungeon. Let's go this way. Okay. Oh! Death Overlord, okay. You're all the same paralyzed to me. Oh, you're getting up, are you? I don't think so. This is so broken. This is actually ridiculous how stupid this is. Tell Perth that the Draugr are dead. Okay. So we've dealt with the problem. We have taproot, we have ruby. I'm gonna leave all of this. I don't need any of that stuff. Chest. Gold. And the rest of it I'll leave behind as well. There was another chamber back there that I want to see. Also, what is that place? And how do I get there? Ooh, another chest. I mean, for this diamond, you have to take it. I think that is the most valuable gem in the game. Like, the type of a gem in the game. We have some more chatsters. Let me just catch up on the chat and drink some tea to clear my throat. I speak loudly a lot for my job and also get exposed to a lot of germs. So lemon ginger is a double whammy because of the immune protection. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant, honestly. Same for me. I was having like 6 espressos a day and it's destroying my gut. Yeah, it's so sad. I used to love coffee. The stronger the better. Like cappuccinos was like water to me at some point. Yeah, but now I'm not sure if it's the milk as well. I think if I had like a bowl of cereal as well, that makes me feel a little bit sick. So it's coffee and milk. I can still have milk. I'm not like intolerant to it, but it's just like I can't have as much of it as I used to. Which is sad. Coffee can be acidic. I used to drink my coffee black, but it started to upset my stomach as I got older. That's the thing, like, I think I can have more just pure black coffee than cappuccinos because of the lack of milk, but I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. It also depends, I think, on the roast as well, because some coffees are a bit more acidic than others. So there's also that to consider. I tend to go for the more bitter tasting, chocolatey, notey blends rather than the sour ones. I find your choice of having 2 teas at hand intriguing and could be a shout, dude. Gonna try that, like having a breakfast and everyday blend at hand. I mean, they're very different drinks. That one is a bit more sour, a bit more refreshing. And that one is more like having a dessert. It's more like a cake sort of thing. Because this one tastes like coconut, a bit of chocolate, and something else. Something else that is very fancy tea tasting like. I'd love to just be like one of the new viewers that just tunes in into the stream now and just expects to see Skyrim, and there's just like one Polish dude talking about teas and coffees. So confusing. Happy Friday, Dan. Hope you're having a great week. Yeah, I'm so glad it's over now though, because yeah, another weekend. This week has gone so quickly. But yeah, another weekend. Great stuff. I was you know, like those weeks where you're just confused about what day of the week it is. It was like that for me this whole week. So to finally wake up on a Friday and be like, oh yes, tomorrow's Saturday. Not only is it nice to just have a day off, you know, 2 days off, but it's also just having that regularity restored. But yeah, I hope you're having a great Friday and a week too, my dude. Actually, that's a solid shout. Better than Forsworn. I can have 2 teas, one for drinking and one for bicky dunking. Exactly. That is exactly the point. No more worries about biscuit crumbs in my tea. You're a genius. I mean, exactly. Do you know what? I actually think there's a lot of people that, you know, the whole tradition of having like a digestive on the side of your tea. I think there's a lot of people that don't actually like tea. They just like the digestive, but they associate the digestive with the tea, so this is what they look for in the, you know, the tea time. But yeah, I think that there's probably some percentage of people that really don't like tea on its own, only with a biscuit. Oh, no, thank you for dropping by, Shakespeare's. I appreciate that a lot. It's nice to see you as always. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night. Dan reviews tea with a Skyrim background. I mean, it is becoming more and more like Total Biscuit. I'm just slowly morphing into Total Biscuit as I level up my YouTube game. I'm just gonna eventually end up wearing a fedora, talking with a very, very clear British accent, and talking about tea. That is the late game content. We have the Dwarven Greatsword of Anus. What does it do? If target dies within 10 seconds, it fills the soul gem. Oh, whatever. Okay, so that's it, is it? This is also cleared. It doesn't say that it's cleared though. So maybe there's like a part 2 to this dungeon later on. I think there is a dungeon somewhere where you go into it once, you clear it out, and then the miners go back into it. They do the thing for a bit, you know, they do the thing again, and they then uncover like the next section of the dungeon. And then you go in and you get to like the dragon wall and, you know, all that good stuff. So I wonder if this is the location, but although it's a bit too remote for that, I think, because as a player, you'd have to have a reason to go back to it to find the next phase of the quest.
Mind yourself with that fire. Don't burn anything down now.
I cleared the mine of Draugr.
You did? We were waiting for the Jarl to send an entire regiment to clear that mine. Now we can get back to work. Thank you. Until next time.
Huh?
Size of my cup. I have been known to smash half a pack of digestives in a sitting with a good cuppa. Tea is undrinkable after that many dunks. I mean, it'd have to be cold at that point, right? Like, at that point, it just turns into a cream of, like, a mixture between tea, milk, and digestives. It's no longer, like, a liquid. At this point, it's just, like, a liquid digestive. Which, to be fair, it doesn't sound like the worst idea ever. Like a cookie dough kind of a digestive, you know? Don't forget a monocle too, and perhaps a pocket watch for the tea review. See, now you're thinking like a content creator. Now you're doing the job. Like, I'm gonna start noting this down. it'd be a great gimmick to do a series of, I don't know, streams or videos where you have your pocket watch and, you know, every now and then it just like goes off to tell you, yeah, this is time for your tea review. So where are we now? What is this? Oh, I think that's Calfspire. Okay, so let's go back to Hroldan, deliver the sword, and we'll do this after. I didn't realize how close we were to this place. It's always so cool to see how all the miners are, you know, struggling with spiders, Draugr, etc. in the mines, and then you have this like one guard just stood there doing nothing. It's like, isn't that this dude's literal job to just go down and make sure that everyone was safe? You haven't done the Soulsfime yet, have you, Dan? No, it's gonna be many streams until we do that one. We have to do the main quest line first, and then all the factions, and then we'll do the DLCs. And I think we'll take a break in between as well. I think we'll finish the main quest line, and then do a series on another game, maybe something like The Witcher 3 or Red Dead 2. And then come back to Skyrim later on, and then that's when we'll do the factions and DLCs, I think.
Ah, a visitor. Old Hroldan Inn has hundreds of years of history, friend.
Yeah, dunk 5 T-fingers at a time, pure heaven. That's just no. I'd get demonetized for that one. That's just pornography. That's too much. That's too much fingering in the cup.
I've been waiting for you, Hjalti.
I have Hjalti's sword.
It's been an honor to serve you, brother. Remember our lessons from the sword masters of Alcair? Let me show you a few things you may have forgotten before we leave Hroldan.
That's in Solheim where you go back to clear it. Oh, okay. Okay.
If you drink too much,
All of a
you're
sudden,
out.
the ghost disappeared. What happened to it?
Okay, so that's done. I think we just leveled up, so we'll just sleep here for an hour. Actually, no. Do you know what? We'll sleep here for 12 hours. No, let's not 12 hours. Let's do 8 hours. We'll level up, rest until next day, and then set off to do Calfspire. So I think what we are struggling with at the moment is stamina. Alteration is what we want, and we want to go and get this if possible. Right, we are short from that one. What else do we want? Heavy armor, maybe? We could get heavy armor and tank more damage, or we could go to one-handed and do more damage. I'm gonna go for do more damage. Do we have any more food
All of us
to buy?
You think that ghost is coming back? It seems to have vanished. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Boo! No more food. Okay, that's good enough. We should have enough anyways. It's just a precaution. Let me have some food. Okay, that should be well fed now. Quick save. And we'll deal with the chat. We'll deal with the chat again. They miss much from the first hour? Not really. We've just done one quest where we found a goat in an inn. Not goat, a ghost in an inn, asking us to get his sword back. We went to get the sword back and just brought it back to him. It's been an hour already. Fucking hell. We need to hurry up. Other than that, we've just been sat here drinking tea. The fun thing about the Dwarven horse is that you can ride it off cliffs without a problem. No fall damage and a good suspension system. if it's indestructible, then yeah, that's pretty cool. I was thinking this character would be fun to see fight Kartstag. It'll happen eventually. We'll get to it. I'm kind of dreading that fight because from what I remember, it was a pain in the ass. It was quite difficult, and so was the Ebony Knight. But yeah, we'll get to it. Unless we can paralyze the Ebony Knight, then that's gonna make it very, very easy. But I don't know. We'll see. Foggy says, just so you have a few vids of Freedom Fighters. Such a ace game. I wish it would be remastered. I mean, yeah, me too. It's a very short game, so I think they'd have to add a lot more content to make it more attractive to a modern buyer, I think. But instead of a remaster, I think they should just make a new entry into the series. It'd be so good. I mean, it's the same studio that made the original Hitman games, and then obviously they've revived Hitman again for the latest trilogy that came out a few years ago. So yeah, I don't see why they couldn't do Freedom Fighters. You could do so much with it. You could make it. You could have it as a very good single player campaign. You could have a lot of multiplayer stuff in it as well. Like, there's so much possibility with that setting, I think. You could also make a series of different games. You could have you could even make an RPG in that world, in that setting, I think. You could make a tactical game. You could make a shooter game, strategy game. Yeah, they kind of like tried to do a fair few ideas with their first game, like little bits of a lot of ideas into one small game. So I think they just like expanded on those concepts in like different products, or like if they managed to do all those things really well in this one game, it'd be such a unique experience. I'd love it. Like I'd play it for sure. Such a cool game. So, okay, so there's a tomb over this way. Not sure how we get to it just yet. That's just okay, that's just a Shrine of the Bella. And I think Aspire, the actual entrance to it, is just over this way. A little bit more further this road. It feels like forever since we played Freedom Fighters. It really does. Wow. What was really cool to see though, at one point, was when we streamed Gorky 17. Because the game is so dead in terms of like its popularity, it was cool to see that all the shots, all the streams were the most trending videos for that game at that time. It was so cool. Not that it actually was doing really well. It did okay for my numbers in that at the time, but yeah, it was just interesting to see. Oh, that's Delphine and Esbern.
Lead on to Skyhaven Temple.
Okay, so you're gonna follow me now. Lydia and the Goblin are just over there. Let's just wait for them to come to us before we go anywhere. I think this camp is massive, and there's a lot of Forsworn in it. So every little helps. Let's go.
Let's keep moving.
Quick save as well. Do you know what? We've not had Just In Case in a while. Let's have you. Whack!
This is the end.
What shouts do they have equipped? Match for death. I actually would prefer Unrelenting Force, actually, I think. There you go. Stun these fuckers. Whack! So far, these guys are very squishy. It's quite cool to play a location in this game at this point where the enemies fall down easily. Just give you a little bit of a power trip, you know? Because we have played some dungeons and some locations that were just a bit more difficult than this, and it's a nice break. Oh no, you tripped. Look. Whack! Big open battles like these are pretty cool. You just watch the... Let me have a look at FOV 110. And let's just have a look at the scene here for a sec. You can see like all the different spells flying around and people fighting, you know, arrows flying and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little spectacle. FOV 105. There you go. I feel like I don't actually have to do all that much here because I think I have enough followers to be able to deal with all these Forsworn themselves. I could literally just stand here and just observe if I wanted to.
That's close enough.
I'm pretty sure you're a Forsworn as well, yeah. Oh no, you tripped. I do like this location quite a lot. It's a big one, and it feels lived in, you know. So you have your blacksmith over there, you have your living quarters over here, you have your Hagraven who's looking after this camp over here as well. It feels like it is lived in, you know. You can see different parts of it, different functioning camps, parts of the camp, I mean to say. And we have a chest. There was I could hear a Hagraven somewhere, but I'm not sure where she is now. Is it a she or is it an it? 37 damage and 45 points of burn damage. Okay, so that's still stronger. Cool. We are finding more and more of these ridiculously powerful weapons now as well.
Let's keep moving.
Is this vanilla? No, it's anniversary edition stuff, so it's got a lot of Creation Club content as well. Dungeons, items, NPCs, etc. Some mechanics as well, some gameplay mechanics like fishing and stuff, which is nice. This is Caspire, main story dungeon. Yes, yes it is, yes. Delphine and Esbern. I remember I came here with Delphine, Esbern, and Serena, and had a little army like you have now. Then having Esbern and my own summons on top of it felt so rad. It's like, yeah, it's basically like you've got your own, like a raiding party, essentially. They've made such a short work of all the Forsworn here.
I'm going. I've got.
Oh no, you tripped. Oh no, you tripped as well. I don't know what it is about these Forsworn people. They just keep falling around all the time. I'm not sure what's happening here. Why what's with the infighting? Oh yeah, this is it.
Promising.
Yes, definitely early Akaviri stonework here.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. We have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
Okay, so what do we do now?
We must be getting close. We should proceed cautiously.
Does anyone have any clues?
Do you need something? It's starting to look like Esbern was
Hmm,
right.
okay. What if I go down here? Is there going to be some kind of a clue? No. So I'm guessing this is one of those puzzles where you just have to match the symbols to the right pattern somewhere else. But where is it? Dominator was asking if any mods. Your visuals seem pretty clean. So there are no mods. No, there are no mods from like Nexus or whatever. And the reason for that is stability. Whenever I've modded Skyrim before, it would have crashed eventually. So because obviously I want to run this playthrough as a series on the channel, I just want to make sure that it doesn't break eventually. So that's the reason why. But yeah, no graphics enhancing, no, nothing like that. It's all pretty base. The Forsworn headdress messes with the vision. They can't see, so they always trip. That's probably it. Yeah. Did you know that if you pocket the hat of a Briar hat, they die? Since the actual hat. Yeah. If you pick out the Briar hat thing from the pickpocket menu, they do die because you literally just like rip the hat out. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty rad thing to do, to be fair, if you're playing a stealthy build. Also, I've been getting ads on your streams now. I didn't used to. Are you monetized now, my brother? I am monetized now, so I do apologize for the inconvenience of having some ads. I think last time we were doing the stream, Glocky was getting, what was it, nappies advertised for him, so I don't know what it is about my algorithm that makes YouTube think that advertising nappies on my streams is the right thing to do. But it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully they're not too intrusive. But yeah, we're making that dollar now. We're making that dollar. That is the problem with too many followers. Friendly fire often leads to infighting. I've never seen that before. I've never seen actual infighting. Nah, fuck that, dude. Good for you. Happy dude. Oh, thank you so much. It's really cool how people are understanding about this. Like, I try not to be, you know, like, you can monetize, you can become a member on the channel and pay me whatever, $5 or whatever a month to become a member on this. Like, you know, I'm not gonna do this shit. Like, but I do appreciate that people are understanding in regards to the sort of passive income that just happens on the channel. But yeah, if people just said that it's a bit too many ads, I could maybe make less of them, but I don't know. We'll have to look. But so far, it seems to be pretty chill from what I've heard. So I'm happy to hear that.
Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left.
What pillar?
Given that Skyhaven Temple was sealed against the return of the Dragonborn, I will try.
I'm looking for the fucking pillars.
Pillars to that symbol.
Alright, so we're turning all of them to the Dragonborn symbol then, are we?
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see
Man,
what
I mean,
blades
the
do.
higher Q that Bethesda have put into the puzzles in this game is way beyond anything I've ever seen. Why have you gone down there? Why are you... Okay. I'm guessing Esben has gone for a piss. That's why he's gone to that corner. He's done now, so he's coming back. Oh, yeah, quick save. So this one is fairly easy. You just have to make sure not to step on anything other than the Dragonborn symbol. So this is it. I know that Lydia's gonna fuck it up for everyone. Yep, there she is. Fucking it up for everyone. Although she's yeah, there she is. I was literally gonna say, how come nothing's happening?
Symbols on the floor.
Esbern's right. Look like
Do you know what? I could have probably just done the whirlwind sprint across it. And just do that now. So what do I do here then? Oh, I've missed a switch. Of course I have. Also, I've got like 100% resistance to fire anyway, so why am I bothered by firebolts? Ooh. That's one of the gates in Fable games.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved.
I'm guessing I have to shout at it. Maybe not. Mr. Glock, you really needed that ad, he says. To be fair, with how long you were, you know, how late you are into the night when you finish watching the streams, I bet you probably need the Pampers just to stay,
No doubt it's
incident less.
blood. Your blood, Dragonborn.
My blood?
Look here. You see how the ancient blades
Right.
revered me
Blood
with
on the
Cyrodiil?
carved seal on the floor. It's coming to life. After you, you should have the honor of being the
Adam is saying, I'm only getting no YouTube ads on my videos the past few days. It's weird how it works. So I think one of my videos, one of my shorts on the channel that is not monetized because of some weird policy reasons is a video. It's like 20-second video where I'm just talking about how pretty like the landscape of Skyrim is. There is no swearing. There's nothing really controversial being said. It's just me saying, look how pretty this game is. And yeah, for some reason YouTube thinks that this is outlawed. So I have no idea how it works. It's so weird. Also, I think it takes like a couple of days for YouTube to catch up with like any sort of earnings and whatever. So it might just be, you know, the system catching up on stuff. Subin guy, alright mate, time for work. Have a good one, dude. Enjoy the stream and your evening. Thank you so much, Subin guy. Nice to see you again. Thank you for dropping by. Have a good night and enjoy work, if possible. This is the wall from the trailers. I remember like seeing the trailers for Skyrim come out back in the day, and there was this animation, like cinematic animation of this wall. That's one of the trailers with the epic music played underneath it, and it was just, oh man, it was so cool. It looks much better now. I think they've actually improved the the model of this wall in the special edition or something. Like they've actually upscaled it a little bit, so it looked a bit more well defined. Where the original one was just kind of like a slab of mud. Oh, there they are. Okay, they're just walking really slowly.
Here it is. Aldrin's Wall. So I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Arcavir sculpture.
I'm gonna, before we go on with this, I'm gonna clear my throat a little bit. So, Ruff James, hi, how are you doing? You all good? Sandman raised a pretty cool point. Streamers should all have nappies, so they don't have to take breaks and viewers never have to wait for them. It's funny that you say that, because when you look into monetizing your videos and how the ads run on your videos and your streams, there's literally something called like take a break ad. So essentially, this is what streamers do. They'll say, I need to go to the loo, or I need to take a break. And there's literally a button you can set on your stream deck which plays ads. And this is what it's called. So you tell people that you're going for a break, you're going to the loo. And you only do this so you can actually play them the ad. And you just kind of sit here like... And that's a trick. That's a money trick, my dude. So yeah, I think every streamer wearing nappies would be a pretty good way to prevent people from making monies if you wanted to do that.
Look, here is Aldrin.
Yeah, honestly, if you Google it, just Google take a break ad or something like this, you'll see it. Like, YouTube itself advises streamers to do that. It's like a seamless way to monetize your videos, you know?
See, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Is it happening?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all the news of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
In my playthrough from years ago, yes I have. It'd be really, really handy to have it. The Greybeards might know.
You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice.
What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The
Or just chill.
Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
The Greybeards may have a point. Power is dangerous.
Only if you don't know how.
Have you heard of America?
All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains. Those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain.
Well, I better go see Anger. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Angeir. I'd better go see what Angeir knows about this shout.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling.
No, this
look
attitude.
around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history. I know the prophecy by heart. Once all blades knew it, when misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world. When the brass tower rocks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the world eater wakes and the wheel turns upon the last dragonborn.
Cool. Whatever he said. Let's have a look through here. There's a few rooms in here that we could explore. I think they have some treasures in them as well. Some armor and weapons, potentially. Yeah, blades, shield, potions, yeah, heavy armor. So sadly, all of those are weaker than what we have at the moment. They are pretty cool. They're sort of like this weird mixture of like steel armor and sort of like a samurai armor. And all the weapons are katanas, essentially. Dragonbane, what does that do? 40 points of extra damage to dragons and 10 points of shock damage to others. So that's pretty weak compared to Torment, so we'll just leave it here. What else do we have? So it goes up here. Let's go this way first. In some ways, it's very similar to High Hrothgar in terms of like how it's designed, I think, this place. We got some beds. Do we have any ancient food? No food. I mean, it makes sense. It'd be a bit funny if there was some food here to grab. So this goes out, I think. And this leads to the same place. Okay. Skyrim, Skyrim, Skyrim. Okay, so these all go outside. Right, let's go. Yeah, this is pretty chill. I don't actually think that Bethesda managed to realize the potential of this place all that well. It's this big sort of headquarters for the Blades. I mean, I know there's only like 2 of them existing at the moment. So it's not like it's a massive faction, but I feel like, you know, you have this big place here, this outside bit as well, and it kind of does nothing. It just sits here doing nothing. You come back here for I don't know, like a couple of times for the sake of certain quests, but there isn't all that much here. I wonder if at any point they were planning to do a DLC, an expansion where you were to rebuild the Order. Because that would have been pretty cool. Because there are a lot of NPCs where, you know, they ask you to, the quest givers, they ask you to do this or help out with this, or, you know, like warriors around Skyrim asking you to help them out with certain issues. So I think it'd be cool if you could just, like, after you've done that quest, ask them to, you know, join the cause of the Blades, if you wanted to do that. But then again, I think that the Blades and, like, where this questline leads is also quite controversial. So maybe that's the reason why they've not done that. What time is it now? It's 1:30 PM, so it's not too late. We don't really have to go to bed just yet. I'm guessing we are hungry though, so we could have some food. Yeah, we are peckish. Okay, so we'll have like 1 or 2 foods, but we won't go to sleep just yet. Right, so the next step for the main story is to go back to High Hrothgar and speak to Angeir. No idea. To the Greybeards, but that's miles away. That's basically back in Riften. So, considering that we just got out of Riften, we will not go back just yet. So we'll continue exploring around Markarth, and we'll continue with the quests around Markarth. And then once we have done that, we will then maybe go back to... Well, we will go back to Riften then. There's this whole area to explore. There is this whole thing to explore as well. There's a lot going on. Okay. So next one is Reachcliff Cave. And we are supposed to clear the Draugr from Reachcliff Cave. Okay, let's see about that then. There is a time when you can recruit 3 friends to join the Blades. Oh yeah. Yeah, there is. Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about that. But it's so, like, inconsequential. It kind of just doesn't mean anything, does it? It's like, yeah, it's... Yeah. It'd also be kind of a dead-end quest as well, I guess, if you were to actually rebuild the Blades, because it's like... Okay, so you'd have all these... You'd have this faction existing here. Let's say you'd get their own smith, their own cook, etc., etc. But then what? What does that amount to? Do you tax it? Do you come back every now and then to get some money out of it? Or... I don't know. Or do you get, maybe like... So you know how you go to stewards in the towns, and you ask them for a job, and they'll give you some kind of like randomly generated quest where you go to a cave to kill the bandits there. Maybe to get like more Blades-oriented quests like that. I don't know how that would happen, but I don't know. I'm not sure what it would look like, but that's one thing that you could maybe do with it. So there are some little quests as well. Okay. So I guess what I've just said is exactly what happens along the way. It's just I just don't remember any of it.
You've come. The Draugr infesting the Mirror Sanctuary are inside.
Oh, it's this quest. Oh, Glocky, you'll love this. You'll love that one.
I was hoping you would say that.
There's going to be so much food in here, Glocky. You will love this. I feel like my sword has lost its enchantment. It has. Okay. Charge it up. Let us use the weak ones first. Right. That'll do. Oh, fuck, I forgot to heal. Oh, yeah. It's the best quest for survival. I agree. I do agree with you on that one. Okay, so now that we put some more Duracells in the sword, we are ready to go. Oh no, you tripped. You fell off your bed. Yeah, I need some stamina. Or, I need to... Well, I need some more stamina as a... Like, when I level up. That's what I need. But I also need some... veg soups. As well now. You've missed, sadly. My man has done so many spins in the air. This spell should not exist. It breaks the melee combat in just so much. It just renders your enemies completely useless as you whack them over the head with your sword. Who is this guy? Iola's Drogo. Oh, so she's a necromancer as well. That's pretty cool. So where do we want to go? Let's go this way. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break because I need to blow my nose. Like, literally. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be sat here blowing my nose. If an ad comes up while I'm doing this, it's going to be so fucking funny because I literally just told you about the trick when, you know, the take a break monetization thing. So, yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, we are back. That was very uneventful. There's a small window when you can recruit new Blade members during the main quest, but then that window closes at a certain point until, / unless, you do something deplorable at the end of the main quest. The thing that we will not do. It's a spoiler already, but we will not do that deplorable thing, because that is just absolute bullshit. Ayola is basically like a lesser version of Serena. So that means she's a fucking badass. I can't wait to meet Serena again. What a babe. It's funny how like she's one of the female characters in this game that you can't romance. And it's funny how people just jump to the conclusion that she must be like a lesbian or something. If she doesn't want to romance your male character, it's like, okay, bro, but what if you play as a female? What if she's just not interested in romance?
Shrine of Namira is further inside. Keep going.
What does that do? Oh, interesting. So why is it on this side? Okay, let's see. Oh, so much whacking going on in here. Wow. I'm gonna get my, I'm gonna get just in case. On the case. Wrong spell. That one. We have a new sub, I think. Thank you so much for the sub. Liam just subscribed. Thank you very much, Liam. Okay, now this is sorted. Let's see, what do we have? So we have a few shelves. There's nothing on them. We have some urns as well, some boots. I'm not gonna go explore all of those and loot all of them because I can't be bothered.
You've done it. The shrine is ours again. Now we need to prepare a grand feast to welcome you to Namira's coven. You will have the honor of bringing a fresh kill for the main course, and I know the perfect person.
Who is it?
A priest filled with the taste of an easy life. Brother Verilus from Markarth. Give him this gold. Tell him you need Arcae's help exploring an old cavern for treasure. And when he stands in Namira's presence, she will take care of the rest.
Damn.
Say hello to Verilus for me.
I think Verilus is the same guy that we're gonna get anyways from... For who was it? This guy. I met Morag Baal, the Lord of Domination. He has asked me to cleanse his altar in an abandoned house in Markarth by luring a priest of Bothia to him. I think that's the same guy that she wants to sacrifice. Okay, that looks cheerful.
Many used to come to these caves.
It's a juicer.
The wretched
This is how you squeeze out your orange juice from oranges in Skyrim. I was recently catching up on the previous episode where you said at the very end of this playthrough you were going to that deplorable thing to troll everyone. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Imagine if I did. Imagine if I did. Imagine that I build this persona of being a nice guy, just chill dude, nice guy. But at the end of it, he just does the most deplorable thing in gaming. You said you'll think I'm chill, but I'm actually a bastard. It's literally what you said as well. At the end of the quest, kill all the cannibals. Can do. Looks like you could do. So where are we now? We are over here. We're supposed to look for the Knight's Ghost in the area south of Markarth. It's convenient how we just end up like from one quest location to the next. Quite seamlessly. So we have this. We have Dushink Yal, and Arkanzams as well. So yeah, I think we'll go down south here and see what those locations are all about. Now, where is this ghost?
Hey there. Check out what my friend and I found. I'll sell some of it to you.
What are you doing out here? Where'd you find this boy?
I found them near the old Dwemer bridge in the far west. I'll mark it down for you on your map for a small fee.
Fine, you little swindler. Here's a septim. Now, where's this bridge?
Thank you. You'll find the ruins right here.
Okay. Where is this bridge supposed to be? Crossing? Maybe that. Default crossing, maybe. That. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so it's way up north. We'll leave it for now. Where is the ghost? So, the compass says the ghost is over this way. Which is nice because it's leading us towards the Orcish tribe. It's kind of nice how we have to follow this ghost that is walking slowly towards his goal. Right, I'll leave you to it for now. Let me just take a quick detour to Dushink Yal. See what's going on here. So last Orcish tribe had Orc tribe had a quest for us.
Many poisons and cures if you need them.
It's interesting how these women all look the same in a way. They all have this undercut haircut,
is a fine
kind of similar facial shape as well.
Strength and wealth to the
I'm comparing it to that Borak companion we had some streams ago, that whose AI was completely broken. They have a little farm. They eat a lot of cabbage and potatoes. They must be Polish. That's the hidden law of Skyrim. The orcs are Polish people.
Are you looking to work? The mines are nearby. You bring me ore, I'll give you coin.
Do you trade your weapons with any of the cities?
Occasionally. But an orc blade is a very personal thing. Anger, regret, pride. All these things are put into our steel. When my daughter Lash chose to leave the stronghold, I forged a sword to channel all my shame and grief. Honor me with a task, Outlander. Bring the sword to my daughter if you see her. It'll be all she needs to know.
I'll make sure she gets it.
Thank you.
Garrel's iron sword added. Right. We'll find Garrel soon. We'll have a look on the map. Can you train me to better use heavy armor?
Use it right, and you won't feel a thing.
So that costs nearly 2 grand for a lesson. Do you know what? I'm gonna go for it. Let's level up. There we go. So we are now at level 65, I believe, in heavy armor. Let's see. Yeah, 65.
Until next time.
Who are you?
One day I will shape a weapon fit for a chief. Maybe that chief will be me.
We have a mine as well. Do I need to go in? Do you know what? I'm going to go inside and see what happens inside. Because sometimes these mines have quite interesting things happening within. But mostly speaking, I think the Orc mines are pretty safe. Hello.
The mines are hard.
I have meddled. I serve my chief and my brothers by working in the mines.
So they have nothing to say. There is a nice potion sitting on that table over there. We could maybe snatch. Auriculum.
I don't know how Gorbash has so much spirit.
Nah, never mind. Yeah, so this is pretty much... yeah, I mean, it's... I feel like it's more of a set piece more than anything. It's just like to show you that they have an infrastructure here that supports their own armor and the weapon creation. But I guess if you are playing as a smith, if smithing is part of your build, then places like these are a gold mine as well, to be fair. It's just that I don't really craft armor, so it's not really that meaningful to me.
I help my mother Arab with the hunt. We bring much meat and skins to the stronghold.
Who are you?
Orc poisons are to be feared if you wish to trade.
Okay. I'll leave you be, I think. There seems to be a fair amount of inbreeding in Orc strongholds, so that might explain the similarities in appearance. Yeah, I guess, you know, you have like your chieftain who has about, I don't know what is like 3 or 4 wives. Yeah, I can imagine there's a lot of that.
I am the huntswife.
Heavy armor is slow. What's happening with the stream? It seems to have frozen. No, we good.
My chief,
weird.
Garrow threatens to have me work in the mines. You won't allow my pretty hands to dirt, will you?
The reason I'm looking at the books is because I'm looking for the Mirror. A book called The Mirror for a quest.
I will talk to Garrow, and all will be well.
Oh,
it's been a lot of streams since we picked up the quest, and we still haven't found the Mirror anywhere.
I used to wander the corners of Skyrim like you. I miss those days.
You miss traveling?
I do. There's a freedom the roads give you that the stronghold does not. But I have a place here, and I wouldn't want to dishonor my clan by leaving again like some young pup. I saw you working the forge today, wife. Your muscles have grown strong from the metal shape.
Well, why don't you travel with me?
I couldn't. It would dishonor the place the chief has made for me.
You just told me you've missed adventure.
You're right, look at me. Talking in circles like some old wise woman. Very well, Outlander. You have my axe when you need it.
What do you do for the stronghold?
Me? I'm Borguk's brother. I came back after serving many years in the Legion. By then, Borguk had already become chief, and he welcomed me home as family, not as rival as is tradition.
You served in the Legion. Oh god. You served in the Legion.
I did. I was known as Gorbash Gordushnik in those days, in honor of my homeland. Many orcs leave the stronghold to join the Legion. They welcome our skill in battle and smithing, and we welcome a chance to see the world.
Okay.
Fight well.
I am Borguk's. We can trade when there's light outside. My beauty should be praised. All right.
You speak to Borguk, Chief of Dushnik Jarl.
Is there any work to be done in the stronghold?
How about a test? Your muscle against mine.
That's
the victor gains
boring.
100 gold coins from the loser.
I got better things to do.
Just like all Outlanders.
I don't suppose I could level up anything else from paid lessons anymore.
You'll never compare
in this
to
level,
me,
anyways.
But I can try to teach you anyway.
No, we can't because we spent. You must level up to train more. Yeah.
Until next fight, bring you victory, friend.
So I think this is it for the stronghold. There is a location to the north from here. What could that be? It must be like there somewhere. Do you know what? I'm gonna go find it, and then we'll go back to the ghost. The Dwemer ruin is this way, so that's good to know. Right, yeah, I'm gonna get this little location here. I think it's is that tower. There's also a cave. So we are getting sidetracked, but yeah, I want to complete as much of the map as we explore. Reachwind. Is this going to be one of those that take forever to explore? No, it's just a tower, I think. Okay. Oh, I think there is a quest. No, I think there's a mod, like one of the alternative stats mods, where you can start the game from here. I think instead of Helgen. Not all that much to it, I'm afraid. Okay, so the cave must be this way. Okay, yeah, we'll go to the cave and then we'll backtrack to the ghost from that point. Just while we have it here, I think it's going to be good to just reach it now as we have it on the compass. Yeah, this is one of those moments where you just stop and just look at the scenery for a bit. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, interesting. So we get to see Forsworn attack a bunch of Legion soldiers. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing the Legion people are... No, there's one there still. So they've not died completely. Where are we? There's a mine to the north. Right, so the mine will leave for later. But we will definitely do the cave that we found around here. Where is it? To reach Water Rock. How exactly? Where? I suppose I have to jump down, maybe this way. Yeah, this is it. Okay. I'm gonna call it and say this will be Falmer. Or Forsworn. Considering the fact that we just fought a bunch of Forsworn a second ago. Ooh. Oh. A Dragon Claw and a note. Adventurer, Lost Legends. Oh, this is one of the amulet pieces, I think. Cool. We finally get to finish it. Let this place be forgotten forever. Let it be struck. Yeah. Okay, so they've sealed one of the brothers away in here. So just to remember what this is the Forbidden Legend. In Reachwater Rock, I found a cryptic message that said the tomb here had been sealed and should be forgotten forever. What is the story of this place? So we have 2 of the gold amulet pieces, and this will be the last one, I think, maybe. No, it's over there. Interesting. So is this the final place where you put all the pieces once you found them? Eagle, and some kind, like a little bird, I guess. I think that's the wrong claw I've been looking at. Emerald, was it? Bear, whale, and the snake. There we go. That should be it. Yeah, it's Jogger, isn't it? It's neither Forsworn or Falmer. Oh, do I have this claw? Yeah, trap. Which one was that? Ivory. So that was the eagle bird. Although it's not really a bird, it's more like would you say that's a dragon? Yeah, I think that's a dragon. It's supposed to be a dragon. Oh yeah, sorry Benjamin, you were saying that Skyrim has beautiful scenery. It absolutely does, yeah. I've been saying this a few times now on the stream, that the beauty of Skyrim was never really... I mean, at the time, maybe it was in the graphics itself, but the actual beauty of Skyrim was always, definitely, in the art style. And the locations, like the way the world is built. That's always been the most beautiful part of the game. I think like one of my favorite moments of this playthrough, and I mean this for real, is like that one time when we were riding a horse from Whiterun towards the plantation at night, and none of the enemies has attacked us. There was nothing going on. We were just riding through this field at night. There was it was foggy. There was fog everywhere. This peaceful music was playing, and we could just see this dragon circling around. Where is it? This mountain here. We were like riding around this way, and we could just see him circling around. It was such a beautiful moment, such a beautiful scene. Yeah, so we need the third one still. Right. And then Daddy Golder is gonna wake up and shit's gonna go down, but for now there's nothing else for us to do here. Alright, so it's cool to know that where this place is. It's cool to have found it. But yeah, we are still some ways off from completing this quest. She's Awake says, I saw in one video today, Skyrim is an interactive Bob Ross painting, but was fitting. I agree with that statement. Yeah, yeah, it's like the way they've designed the world is to have those kind of sceneries in it. It is true. It is true. There's a lot of moments that kind of just remind you of like still life painting. Yeah. And the beauty is, you can actually go, if you see it in Skyrim, you can probably go and explore it. That's the beauty of it. I feel like there's something underneath this water. There's a chest. Fish. We'll leave the fish alone. Yeah, that was it. Cool. Mountain range, yeah, Morphal at night, peak. So I think this is it, like, I think that is it, right? So Morphal is this way. Yeah, this is it. This is exactly, what I mean. It's the same mountains. Yeah, these mountains here are so beautiful to look at night. Also, we've not been to this place yet. This massive ruin that over here. We still have so much to do. Like, I keep thinking that we've now explored most of the map. So once we have done the main quest, we would have explored so much of the map that the rest of the quest lines will just be a breeze. But actually, looking at this still, there's still a lot more to be explored. Although, do you know what? I think we have actually seen most of the map now. Definitely, yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't know how, I don't know when, I thought exploring the entire map of Skyrim was going to be a good idea for a playthrough. And it will not lead to me losing my sanity, but it is what it is, and yeah, that's what we're doing. So now, how do I get back to the ghost? It's this way. Right, so we need to go to... okay. So really, we want to go back where we just came down from. Let's reload the game in that sense. I thought that was north, but that's south. Being sane is overrated. Yeah, it's like being touched by the Wabajack at this point. Oh shit, I'm still nowhere near. Fuck. This is the way, I believe. Let's go. What time is it now? It's, actually it's midnight. What we'll do is we'll sleep here. In one of those tents. Actually, let's have a chat with this guy. Maybe he's got something to say.
Thanks for the help. Not many willing to take on the Forsworn these days.
Well, at least he has a dialogue that's actually related to what just happened, so that's pretty cool. It wasn't just another one of those, how do I join the Legion kind of a thing, you know? Wrong spell. Okay, let's eat. Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on. Whoa. What's this? Oh, Reach Cliff. Never mind. Have I completed the Saints and Seducers quest line? No, not yet. Not yet. It's still pending. I think it's bugged out because it's telling me to go to a camp and clear it out, but I've already cleared it out, so I don't know if it's glitched out or what. But we'll, yeah, well, I think next time we are in either Whiterun or Windhelm, we'll try to go back and see. Hahaha. Dickhead. Search the Forsworn Shaman. Will do. Forsworn Shaman's note, and okay, that's it. Let's have a look. We have killed the traitor and given the knight's heart to the mother. She's gone back to Calfspire to perform the ritual. We'll stand watch until she returns and drain the blood of any knights who interfere. Do I need to go back to Calfspire? Is that what you're telling me to do? Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, okay, let's do this cave and that Dwemer ruin over there first. In bowling, that's called a strike when you knock them all down in one shot. Honestly, it's so satisfying to do that. Pure water run discovered. Okay, let's see how pure. Glocky's just there, absorbing the sights of pain at this point. I thought Lydia was walking on water for a second. I thought you were literally Jesus. Remnant supply chest. Now, who is this dude? He looks very fancy.
Yes?
You must be Fidya. I have no idea who this is.
Correct.
I'd like to... I don't work for free. Before this goes any further, we need to talk about payment.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
True.
How much?
So this is how we know that this was added as a mod. This is not original Bethesda work. Because all the lines are reused from other dialogues, essentially. I wouldn't do this for any less than 800 gold.
How can I argue with that?
It's settled then. What's next?
It's all in this note.
It's all in this
Now,
note.
this conversation never happened. Understood?
I'll return soon.
Good luck out there.
Yeah, there's two ways to tell how a quest has been added in as a mod in the Creation Club content. Is because the lines will be very, very awkward. They'll be reused from other dialogues, so a lot of the lines will just feel a little bit out of context. And two, they'll always give you a note saying, "Oh yeah," because they couldn't get an actor to actually voice act those lines. They just write it in a note and just give it to you and go like, "It's all in this note," instead of having actual dialogue. We have agents that have lived in Skyrim for over 20 years, ever since the Aldmeri Dominion withdrew from Hammerfell. If the Falmer have plot to betray the terms of the Second Treaty, we will know and we will be ready. Gather intelligence from the two remnants regarding the whereabouts of Rakid. One should be found behind the miners' barracks in Kathweston. The other should be waiting for you in front of Villemere Inn in Iverstead. They will respond to the phrase, "The Ravens take flight once more." Report back to me when the job is done. We've no time to waste. No idea what this quest is about. Ooh. Cherim's Heart. Okay. We've read it before. Let's spin it. Right, who's fighting? Everyone, it seems. Cool. Who in the world is Fidya? I have no idea. Yeah, he didn't exist in the vanilla game. It was added as the Creation Club content in the Anniversary Edition, so he's probably new to a lot of people. He is very fancy. Like, I've not seen that costume in the game before. Mod or nothing, craft cheese. I disagree. I think, on that one. Sometimes it's good to just play the good old-fashioned video game as it was released, you know? How far did you get into the main quest? So we've just done Alduin's Wall. Yeah, that's where we are. Heal or spare Parthenax. I think everyone spared Parthenax at first. I think people might have killed him like in the second run or something, or like maybe, you know, they might have saved the game and then killed him just to see what happens, but I think majority of your players have spared Parthenax. Who is this guy? High Elf. Oh, for a second I thought that was Ebony Knight. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Trip. 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 Oh, I'm going to Magicka. Oh, never mind. What? Okay, what is this about? I can feel my throat, my voice going away slowly. So it seems I'm not quite done with my cold just yet. Yeah, it's fucking... I'm sure you can hear it as well. It's like... getting very low all of a sudden. It's weird. Okay, I'm gonna ignore you because just do whatever you want to do. Fuck you. We'll do the fun bit. Honestly, if I stopped to kill every single bear that we... Look, if I had stopped to kill every single bear that we've encountered in this game so far, I think this playthrough would have been about another 10 hours longer at least. There's too fucking many of them in this game. It's a bit... Who? It's a shame that there's the number of wild, the variety of wildlife enemies and just NPCs like, you know, deers, bears, etc. It's so little in Skyrim. It'd be cool if there was a bit, you know, a bit more variation to it. Because what you really have is bears, wolves, saber cats. And that's pretty much all of the animals that will just outright attack you. The rest of them are like foxes, deers, goats, but they don't really get involved in anything. So if you have like just constantly being attacked by wolves and bears, it gets old very quickly. Yeah, we got Ebony Warrior at home. True. What is this place? I'm pretty sure this was in vanilla game as well. I just don't really recall much of it. But this alone looks too familiar to the shitty quests that we have done before.
What are you still doing here?
In the last stream.
Let me guess. You're here for the treasure, aren't you? Just like all the others.
Who are you?
The name's Ketria. was an adventurer. Raided ruins like this for nigh on 20 years. I was on the trail of something big. It led me here, and I didn't make it.
This was added with the Dawnguard DLC. Okay. I could tell because we have a fully voice acted NPC here, so it must be Bethesda. You're right. This looks like one of the dwarven places that Dan hates. No, I don't hate dwarven places. I actually really like them, but there's a few of them, a couple of them that are just way too big. And the one we've done last stream, that wasn't a Bethesda dwarven place. It was a mod, so that's why it was so shit, I think. But yeah, that one during the last stream just fucking killed me. Your name sounds familiar.
Oh, you read the book, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it's that one.
That was my theory, you know. My research, my life's work, all of it, lost.
This is actually a pretty cool quest.
My own damn apprentice. That's how I ended up here. I can't rest. Not until I find the forge. Until I can prove that it was my discovery. Mine, not his. But it's hopeless. I died here, just like all the others. Turn back. Turn back before you become the next victim.
I can handle myself.
Maybe so. Again, I thought I could too. I'm not going to talk you out of it, am I? I know. I was just like you once.
Then I took an arrow to a knee. Haha.
The summit. You're going to need some help.
Oh,
Want a hand?
Sure.
All right. Lead on then. Hey, watch it.
Lost to the Ages. Okay, let's have a look at this quest. In Arkangvams, no, we'll get this right. Arkanvams. In Arkanvams, I met Katria, the ghost of an adventurer who perished here. She offered to join me in my fight to the summit, and I accepted the help. Okay. Pretty simple and straightforward. Oh, that's her.
My journal, would you? I'm going to need it.
No. I need this. And your gold and your healing potions, thank you. The rest of you can go. Goodbye. Oh no. Fuck's sake. Right, we can go back up. This way, I believe. We've got some farmers already. I do love a farmer. Alright, let's go this way. Okay, Katja's journal. Where are you? Damn that scheming elf. Damn him. He steals my notes, my discovery, and publishes it under his name. 20 years of my life spent digging through those ruins, and what do I get? A dedication, friend and colleague, my ass. He's just mocking me. Well, I have that last laugh. Harry may have my theory, but he doesn't have any proof, not yet. If I can find the forge first, I can show the world this is my discovery. Mine, not his. I've got a lead. One of the mouldy old books in Mzund mentioned the forge. Ruined through and through, but I was able to get to copy down a few scraps, including a map of the first era Dwemer kingdoms. Need to cross-reference it with modern borders when I get back. Okay, so we have a collection of them. Yeah, so we've been to number 5. Might have been to number 30, but I'm not sure. I think we've been to 4 as well. We've not been to 2, that's for sure. Okay, anyways, here's the result. Arkangvams. This one was on the inscription too. Apparently the main Ethereum research center. Seems like the place to start. Number 2 is just north from Markarth. Mentioned as Bvzazel, Allied City, not whatever. Looks like a smaller site north or northwest of there on the river. Number 3, the primary source of Aetherium, extracted from some deeper mine. Number 4, a strange site for a raw Aetherium, just outside a major city. Apparently, it had to be kept outside because the Aetherium was harmonically volatile. And number 5, no name, no identifying information, but page after page of ruined diagrams. Couldn't make out much, but it looks like an astrolabe, a gear, some sort of crest in 4 pieces. Could this be their location of the forge? Something important at least. Arcane exams, my map may be rough, but it was enough to get me here. There may be something to this after all. Okay. Reach the treasury. There is a tunnel lock here, still active. Judging from the corpses, it's safe to say the traps are still active too. Couldn't find any clues, so I'll make a sketch and work through this carefully. 5 resonators, 5 tones, just have to hit them in the right order. Let's see. So, bottom left, then the bottom right. Then top right, top left, middle bottom. I think that's going to be it, based on the notes and numbers. We might need a bow for this, I think. From what I recall, you have to shoot those resonators. I'm gonna go this way. Oh yeah. That was the right way to go. So this is smart. So you see, like, Bethesda has put this here just to tell you that if this turns, a door will open. It's a pretty straightforward and simple thing, right, to kind of grasp. But it's nice of the studio to just, of the developers, to put this here just to, like, inform you of, like, this is how it works. Because, you know, we did a Dwemer ruin that was in the last stream, and that was made by modders. And this kind of stuff, like, just basics of information was not explained. So when you have a lot of basic information missing in your dungeon, like you did in that one, it just makes the whole experience a lot more confusing. So, for example, we know that this works, how it works, and it does it automatically. This one is broken. We need to hit it, and it will do what that one does, and it will open the door. So this is like a nice little room to teach you how to open those locks. It's a really smart dungeon design. If you're going to base your dungeon around a gimmick or a certain sort of gameplay mechanic, then this is a very good way of doing it. Just like slowly inform the player on how it functions through practice. And yes, I do agree that this was pretty simple, and you could probably grasp it. You know, if you played the game before, you probably would have grasped it on, you know, yourself. But either way, it's just nice to have those things because, like I say, if you have enough of those smaller things missing, you just end up confused. Oh, I see you, knife thrower. Apparently, knocking this guy out made me peckish for some reason. This is what makes me hungry. Him, this.
There's a chest in there. Door's sealed tight, though.
Do I lockpick it? No, this is shut from somewhere else. You have contracted severe bone break fever. Oh yeah, you had a disease that I forgot to cure. Cure disease. I think that should be enough to cure it. Yeah, I'm still peckish though. And drained. There you go. So do I jump over? No, there's a bridge over there. Okay. So how do I open this then? I don't see any of those rotating locks. No, I don't see one. Right. Either way. So I think we go. It's a dead end. That's gonna fall. It's this way. Upwards and onwards, as they say. Delicious, appetizing, former flesh makes you hungry. Apparently so. Listen, I'm not gonna shame my my character. Whatever he gets up to in his downtime when we're not streaming, it's up to him, you know. There's only so much agency I can have over him. Oh, those guys are fucking dickheads. Yeah. Yeah. Even now, when no one really has any sort of, no one really poses any actual danger to us most of the time, these guys will just come in, those fucking bugs, and just demolish you. Because of that, just in case, come in here. Is that a wrong spell? I think it is. Tripling Whipbane. Nice. It's just what I wanted. While being chewed on by a bug. Right. It's under control. Lydia's alive. She's alive. Where is my, where's my goblin? Speaking of my goblin, I've not seen him in a while. I'm just going to continue, and eventually, hopefully, he will just turn up. Quick save. Let's go through gate number 1. What do we have here? I'm trying to not to go through the main paths just yet. I want to see all the side chambers as well. So I think this is a dead end now. We could just drop down, but that's not what we... Oh, hello. We're not going to do that, so we will go back and we'll go through the other corridors, see where they lead. So there are two, I think, 1 or 2 more corridors in this chamber. There's that one going over this way behind the tent. That's not a corridor, so there's only 1 more to let. Okay, this way. Well, you did recently help out a cannibal, so I guess you just prefer a different flavor of cannibalism. I don't know. We'll see. Can you eat Falmer as a cannibal? When you become a cannibal in this game, if you become a cannibal in this game, can you eat Falmer as well?
Feels like ages ago. Hey, there's my bow. There.
Oh, this is where she fell from.
Wondered what happened to it.
Mental. She's cool. Like, she's a cool NPC. Like, just giving context to the location of, like, yeah, this is where she would have fallen from. Because her body was down there, so, like, it's nice for her to just, like, narrate what's going on. Actively. Right, so where's her bow? It's supposed to be here somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, it's on the trunk over there. Okay. I have eaten Falmer ears. You are correct. You are so yeah. We've also eaten. I'm pretty sure we have eaten human hearts as well before. So yeah, I mean it's too late for us, anyways. Zephyr. Fires 30% faster than a standard bow. That's pretty cool. But I am now overcumbered, so what do I throw away? I don't really have anything to throw away. These are quest items. Do I need Crack's journal? I don't know. No, I don't. Actually, that's quite recent, and that's relating to the ruins in Markarth, so I'm not sure. What do I actually have that's heavy? It will be the potions, I know that for a fact. I have 18 soul gems, that's also gonna be a massive factor, I guess. Ooh. I just realized we had Amulet of Mara equipped. We usually would have gone for, where is it? For this gold jeweled necklace, which would increase our magic up by 38 points. But actually, I think the Necklace of Renewal, which regenerates stamina 50% faster, is going to be so much more handy. Or we could go for Ring of Major Wielding, which increases our one-handed attacks by 25 points. Yeah, let's go for that. No, that's a ring. That's not a necklace. We do want that one. I need to throw some stuff away. Ingredients. We have a lot of those. Right, let's get Hilda. Or someone like that here. So that's alteration, I believe. And yeah, so Arachnia. Come here. Carry this for me, please. Daedra hat. I don't need them at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we are carrying. So that cleared up our carry weight a little bit. Yeah, if you go back to Solitude, to Proudspire Manor. Yeah, I think once we get to Markarth again, we'll get a carriage to Solitude. We'll drop some stuff off at the house there, craft some potions, etc., etc., and then come back to Markarth. Don't forget to pick up the bow. One of the better bows in the game. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. And also, nice to see you, Silas. I think you're a first-time commenter, aren't you? Appreciate your you tuning in. Also, I think we do need the bow for this quest in general, just to activate those different locks later on in the game, in this dungeon. You had mentioned taking a trip to Solitude to unload some stuff. Couldn't hurt to hit up the fish stall for some while. The fish stall, oh yeah, that's literally my favorite place to eat. That fish stall. I will have 30 fish, please. I will have all the fish in the sea, please. Thank you very much. I'll see you again in a month. Oh, there was an ad for a Welsh lamb. I don't understand. I don't understand what YouTube is. What does YouTube think that I do on this channel? I know I spoke about food poisoning once. I know I cancelled a stream because I had food poisoning once. It doesn't mean that I have to advertise diapers and food to my viewers, YouTube.
Here we go.
That's not what I meant.
Never seen anything quite like that.
Well, the question is, do I have any arrows, actually, to shoot those things with? No, because I've been them all. What about you, Lydia? You normally have some arrows.
I am at your command.
Ebony arrow. Yeah, so I'm going to take the ones that are not very valuable from her. So, like, we need 5. So, ancient Nord arrows and former arrows. That should be enough.
Let's get going then.
Fish and chips. I've not had fish and chips in a long time. Yeah. There is a really good fish and chips about half an hour drive from where I live, in a town called Werribee in North Yorkshire. It's called Werribee Whaler. That fish and chips is honestly the best fish and chips I've ever had in my entire life, and a lot of people agree with that as well. It's amazing. But yeah, it's just getting there. Like, the thing is, like, once I've had really good fish and chips, like, going to a shit one is, it's just not gonna cut it. So this is why I've just got too high, you know, my standards are too high for this. Before we do this, I want to go and see what's down this tunnel here. I live nowhere near close to England at all, Mr. Glucky says. To be fair, do you know what? I think that's fine. I think when I was a kid in Poland, like, England seemed like such a faraway place. And then you get to live here and it's just like, nah. It's a place. It's one of the places ever, you know, on this planet. I think there is a lot of good and a lot of bad about every country there is. I think it's an interesting mindset that people develop. Like, you know, I used to live in Poland when I was a kid, so I kind of like understand that country a little bit. You know, I see the news, etc., etc. I kind of like follow the, you know, the landscape of that country still a little bit, even though I don't really visit it very often, and you know. But I also obviously follow English news, and I lived here for most of my life now. But it's like you get like this kind of cool sort of outlook on places that I think a lot of people don't usually have because they only live in one place their entire life. So, you know.
Got a bad feeling about this.
What was that? Thank fuck for that. I have no idea what's happening with my arrows then. That was so weird. Is that the one? Well, that door opened. Whether it's the right door, I don't know. Oh, yeah, the Centurion is in this door, in case you fuck up, so I guess we've done well. Sandman, you might be able to use your firebolts instead of arrows. Yeah, that was a good shout. Thank you for that, just in case I was stuck. Yeah, I don't understand what was happening with my arrows. That was so weird. Question: can you get a battered Mars bar from that chippy? Not from that chippy. That's a very Scottish thing. You can get it from some chippies in England, but it's not as popular as it is in Scotland, as I understand. I've never tried it. That just sounds fucking insane to me. It's just no. Mars bar ice cream bars, brilliant. Deep fried Mars bar in batter. No. No, not for me, I don't think. No. Sandman says, England, meh, Dan, 2026. I honestly hope that none of the like massive patriots and nationalistic idiots are watching this, because I would get into trouble with some of the shit that I say on the stream. I mean, calling them idiots doesn't really help either, but you know. Use bound bow spell, infinite arrows. That's true. I haven't got that spell though, but that's a pretty good shout. Although there is a spell that you can conjure up a quiver as well. I don't know what that. So I was always confused. Like, do you have to you have to like conjure up your bow and then the arrows as well? But I don't know. Poor bow performance happens to all of us. Listen, there might be children on the show. In the chat. So we got some Ethereum. That's nice. Listen, regardless of what I might say about Poland and England, at least it's not nowhere near as bad as America currently. Fuck me. Anyways, that's enough on politics. You could probably get an ice cream One deep fried too. Man, we batter and deep fry pizzas up here. I wouldn't advise eating one, but they do. I know, man. Yeah. I remember the first time I went to Scotland and I walked into a chippy to get some kind of a pizza, some kind of, you know, just some kind of a food. And I saw the menu, and at the same time I was petrified, I was horrified, I was confused, I questioned a lot of things, but I have to say, I was also pretty turned on by the concept of just deep frying literally anything. But yeah, deep fried pizza. Actually, speaking about deep fried pizzas, so when I was in Italy a few years ago, it was around Lake Garda. And anyways, there's like this one castle there, and in this castle there was this like food van, and they were doing street food, and the food that they were selling was literally like a calzone, like a margarita calzone. It didn't have any fillings in it; it was just calzone. But instead of baking it, they just deep fried it in olive oil. So, you know, I bought one because it was like €2 as well. It was fucking cheap. So I just expected to just get something that's going to make me feel sick for the next week, right? It actually tasted like one of the most freshest foods I've ever had, even though it was just deep fried cheese and bread. It was mental. Like, in Italy, like, they just can't go wrong with food. It's so weird. Quest marker pointing to a little note. Might want to pick it up, just not... Oh! Is there a note? There's no notes here, my dude.
So, it is real.
What? What is this? Yeah, I don't think that was supposed to be a note. It was just telling us to go stand in this place and shoot the things and talk to her, I think. I think that's what it wanted us to do.
Let me see it. Look, on the edge here. This has been cut, precisely cut. If you had another piece about the same size, it would snap right in. I saw a drawing of this once. This shard, it's part of a key made of pure Ethereum. The key to the forge.
So what now?
We have to find the other pieces, of course. There should be, 3 more. One for each of the 4 cities that worked on the forge. I had a map in my journal. That's where we should start.
And then what?
We still have to find the forge itself. I had a lead on that too. There's so much to do. I'm going to head out and start tracking things down. We'll meet again. I'm sure of it. For the first time in a long while, I think we may actually be able to do this. And I owe it all to you. Thank you.
It's interesting because usually when you have ghosts like this, they are tied to a place for whatever reason. That one seems to be just free to go wherever she likes. It's quite unusual. Damn. Watch me die. Whack! Oh shit. I was so close to this rock, I actually thought I was gonna die from this fall. I was too close. And the little ploop was so underwhelming as well from this massive fall. Ploop. This is pretty cool as well. If you just look at that, like, you know when you like look through concept art for video games and you see like those kind of sketches and drawings of like locations within the game that are supposed to give you like the vibe of the setting more than anything. Like, I can just imagine this being a drawing. Like some artist just coming to the game designer, the director, and being like, "Listen, Todd, I've got an idea for a place. Look at this drawing. We have this in it." It's like, yeah, but where does it go? It's like, don't worry about it. Just put it in, and we'll work it out from that point. So that's done as well. I think... So I kind of want to just double check that we've not missed anything along this path here, because that is a big part of the map with nothing showing up. So this looks a bit suspicious to me. So if we just go east a little bit from here. Could also do with a bed, I think. I think we're tired now as well. Oh, is that, Yeah, this Stormcloak guy is cooked. There's like... Hang on a minute. Oh, I thought that was just one Stormcloak guy with like 7 Legion soldiers. I was like, he's cooked. But then he started cutting through them, and I was like, he's actually gonna take on all of them. But no. It was like 3 or 4 against... Yeah, 3 or 4 against 3. Am I bothered to go and look? No, not really, no. So there is a tomb this way. If we stay up here, I think that's gonna make it easier to find. Yeah, we'll stay up here. Like I say, bears, wolves, just never-ending fucking wildlife. Becoming Feral Shout is a safe... One sec. Let me get inside. So, Sandman says, Becoming Feral Shout is...
Stranger. Evil stirs in this place.
One day I'll get to read your chat.
Security of the very land, if it should break free.
What evil do you mean?
We stand at the tomb of Hednorak, who has been dead for many generations. I fear, however, that his return may be at hand.
There must be a way to stop... There must be a way to stop this!
I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed.
Yeah, whatever.
You would do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hednorak. Before anything else, we need those. Bring them to me. But be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hednorak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
Where are we? Sandman says, Becoming Furial Shout is a safety when jumping from a height like that, but then it would be less dramatic and thrilling. True, true. It's all about the thrill. I never had any issues with heights until I played Skyrim. Now, falling off heights like that, out my stomach, in my mouth. I've always had a fear of heights. Like, when I was a kid, I used to have this recurring dream where I was just, like, falling off a skyscraper. Like, I used to have that dream at least once a week when I was a kid. Mental. As weird as it sounds, I actually believe Skyrim gave me vertigo. I actually suffer in real life, too. I get that, too. And I think I can pinpoint which event triggered it. So, my stepdad used to work in this like nice hotel in my hometown in Poland, and that was like I think the tallest building in the city at the time. Maybe still is. I'm not sure. And I remember like my uncle took me to the top floor when I was a kid. I was like 5 maybe or something, and I just looked at the city from this like high floor, and I just pretty much just nearly shat myself. And I think that was the start of my fear of heights, etc. Another great shout from Sandman. It was a great shout. He has great, yeah, like you say, he's got more great shouts than Dragon Walls. He is, like, Sandman is literally like a walking Skyrim wiki. It's so handy having people like that on the stream.
With those
Just like
3 vessels, Havnorak can restore himself. Find them before he can.
Why do you fear Havnorak?
He had a way of enthralling people, and built up a loyal army of followers. Good men fell under his spell, and were forever twisted, made evil. After that, fear was enough to keep them in line. He could torture and humiliate them, and they would not rebel. Even in death, they serve him still.
Why are you here? Oh, for fuck's sake! Thank you.
Fear. Havnorak planned his resurrection before dying.
Havnorak this, Havnorak that.
And in death is to make sure he stays in this tomb for eternity.
What was I doing again?
Find the 3 vessels within Valhalla, then return to me. With these, we can defeat him.
Okay, so it's a fetch quest, essentially. Right, cool. I mean, it's a cool setup for a fetch quest. In the dungeon. For me, it was PSVR, Skyrim VR, then that affected me on flat games, and then in real life. Crazy as never bothered me before. That's weird. And like again, this is the reason why I'm not gonna play Skyrim VR, because I have a real like arachnophobia in real life. So if I was to fight a frostbite spider in VR, I would actually die, I think. Yeah, it's weird how realistic some experiences can get in video games to the point where they actually affect you in real life. Another interesting one. So, like, when I was younger, I used to be quite scared of, like, horror films, etc. And until I played Outlast. And after playing Outlast, I wasn't afraid of horror anymore, because I felt like I've lived through such a vivid horror myself in that game. It's just kind of like removed a lot of that fear from movies. But then you know how people go to therapy for like arachnophobia in real life, and like someone just puts a spider on their face to just get them over that fear. I wonder if that would also be, you know, if like fighting a frostbite spider in VR would have a similar effect, in a sense. Troll fats. Thank you. Let's go this way first. See what's down here. Oh damn. Okay, that's pretty cool. How you just can see a ghost of the boss from this dungeon just walking around with his massive cape. We know that we'll fight a dragon priest at least at the end of this, so that's going to be a new mask. So that's pretty cool. Trogger Death Lord, yes, very, very exciting and impressive, and also creative. Indeed, how good was that? I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be going, so like, as always, I'm trying to explore all this side content in this dungeon first before going to the main bit. There's so many branching paths, it feels like. It's actually difficult to tell where to go. Like, I've been through a fork to get to another fork, and now I'm also at another fork, it feels like. Yeah, this in VR would absolutely ruin me. Nah. It's fine as it is now, but in VR that would be a nightmare. I probably would get like nightmares after this, yeah, for when I would sleep. I like start seeing spiders on the walls and shit after the stream. The neon light is not a fan of horror, especially in VR. And yeah, nah, VR is nah, absolutely not. Not horror games in VR. Resident Evil 7 in VR, you will be afraid. Pure terror. Yeah. To be fair, that's the one I probably want to try. Like in VR, it would shit me up because I can imagine some scenes in that game would be quite scary. Like, that's one of those games that I'm not really scared of to play as a video game on a screen like this, but in VR I think that would be quite terrifying. But I think it'd be pretty cool to live through that in VR. At least a little bit. Isn't it weird that I'd rather like fight crazed murdering people and whatever the monsters in Resident Evil 7 were, rather than spiders? Is that what they do in therapy for fear of spiders? Put one on your face? I think that's part of it. Yeah, I think there's that therapy. Yeah, I think that is used as a therapy. Have you guys watched a show called Virgin Island on Channel 4? If you're from England, I'm not sure if you get Channel 4 as well in Scotland. I suspect that you do. But Virgin Island is exactly what it sounds like. So the concept is these like sex therapists get a bunch of virgins, adult virgins, onto an island, and there they basically try to break them into the concept of sex and getting comfortable with just talking about it, with being touched, and oh, this is gold. I love this show so much. And if you make some real good progress, they also have therapists there who work as surrogates. So, if you do really well in your course, you get to sleep with one of them at the end of the experience. So yeah, if literally curing you from being a virgin includes sleeping with someone, then putting a spider to cure you from having arachnophobia seems quite reasonable, really. One of my favorite movies as a kid was Arachnophobia with Jeff Bridges. Is that the one where there is a bunch of like massive spiders basically taking over the town? I think I've watched it, but I don't really remember much of it. Understandably, I don't think that was my favorite movie. For obvious reasons. Honest to fucking god, this Submatronok is pissing me off. He's just constantly aggroed. At the wrong people as well. A bunch of monster spiders taking over the town. Yeah, it's I think I've seen it many years ago, but yeah, it's nah. Movie is Eight-Legged Freaks. I'm not sure. Not sure. I remember seeing news, like, within the last 12 months about some city. I think it was Australia, but I don't know. I don't know where it was, but basically, spiders have just taken it over. Like, if you looked up to the sky, there'd just be spiderwebs everywhere. Between the, like, energy lines, cables and stuff. Like, they just make these massive spiders and spiderwebs. And they just basically cover this whole city in spiderwebs, apparently. It sounds like bullshit. I don't know. Because that's not the first time I've heard of it. I think I've heard of that many years prior as well. So if it's like a reoccurring thing, I think there's like one city that's literally just fucked with spiders. They use Australia huntsman spider, I think, and the final boss was a bird-eater tarantula. No. Just no. There's just no need for that. So this is a dead end, essentially. This whole thing here was... Oh, there's a path going this way. But actually, what I need is a vessel from that room. I bet you there's a vessel in here somewhere. It's just because it's not marked on my compass currently. I'm gonna miss it, so I'm gonna have to come back here at some point anyways to grab it. Catacombs, right, let's not go to catacombs just yet. Let's backtrack a little bit. Get the vessel and then see what's next. I remember one scene where a truck made spiders go splat. Even then, it's just like, ugh. Oh my god, has anyone played the remake of Resident Evil 1 from a few years ago? There's this one section where you just walk into this, like, new area, this new building, and oddly realistic massive spider just, like, crawls down the wall to get you. Fucking, I actually think I dropped my controller when that happened. Opaque vessel. Collect D vessels. 1 out of 3 vessels. Continue collecting vessels. To continue with your quest, make your way down to catacombs, where you will continue to gather more vessels. You currently have 1 out of 3 vessels. You require 2 more vessels. To complete the quest, we need to gather 3 vessels to complete the quest. Oh, there's a... Great, there's a trap. Fuck's sake, this is the trap. See, this is Todd watching the stream and just like pressing the fuck down button again. All jokes aside, I do actually appreciate how much Skyrim commits to building spider-infested areas in this game. You know, when you walk into a place and you just see spiderwebs everywhere, you just go like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be rough here." Because a lot of the time, like when you fight spiders in video games, they just kind of appear and just kind of out of nowhere. There's not really that much to say, you know, that they live here in this environment, but you look at this and you go like, yeah, burn this place down, please, now. People that like bugs or insects are just crazy to me. Yeah, so... I have a funny story on that one. Some years ago, I had a bunny, and I was going to a festival with my ex-girlfriend, and we needed someone to look after said bunny. And she said to me that one of our friends' mum, who is, like, the friend is also going to the festival, she volunteered to look after the bunny for the time that we would be at the festival. So we take my bunny to you know, our friend's mother's house, and we set it in this living room, which has, I think, 7 like of those like glass cages with tarantulas in them. So I'm just sat on this sofa in this room with this with my rabbit's cage bang in the middle of the floor, and I'm just there like looking around like, oh my fucking god, this is mental here. And I start to notice one thing. The spiders are all facing my rabbit's cage, and as my rabbit moves around the cage, they slowly, just like say the camera is the rabbit where it's moved to, they would slowly just like go like this, very, very fucking slowly, and methodically just like stalk my rabbit from the glass cages. So that was actually horrifying. But yeah, thankfully the rabbit wasn't gonna spend this whole time in this room. It was gonna be taken somewhere else in the house where we're completely safe from spiders. But honestly, like, my hands are actually sweating from just that story alone. It's... oh. If we had more time to look for someone else to look after the rabbit, I would have been just like, no, we're going somewhere else. But, yeah. I wouldn't say I like insects and spiders. I certainly don't want them crawling on me, but they are interesting. They are interesting, and I have a lot of respect for things like spiders, because they are literally like the perfect creature for what they do. You know, they just completely like nailed down their one function that they are supposed to be doing, which is hunting prey very methodically and slowly. Okay, I'm gonna let them deal with the rest of it, because I think this tunnel is too narrow, and I will potentially do more friendly fire damage to my companions, which will make them have a mutiny again. Brown rot again, nice. I think we might have to go back to Solitude and also shoot a bunch of the hogs down just to get the feathers, because they heal diseases. I mean, cure diseases when you eat them. So where now? We know there is the vessel is in that room. So I turn around. Is there a switch for it? What does that do? There is a switch. Okay, let's go and get it. Another Death Lord. Everyone is a Death Lord. In my country, everyone will be a lord. We need some more soul gems, I think. Some more Duracells. Cool. One last vessel remaining to be collected. Fascinating creatures on a documentary on the TV. Exactly. Yeah. At a distance. Yeah. You may show me all the videos and films filmed in Australia, but I will probably never go there, because I want to live. I have seen jumping spiders, to be fair, and they are incredibly cute. And actually I had very brief thoughts in my head regarding adopting one, maybe, because they do seem to be pretty cute and smart, like you say. But also, there's so little though. Like if it runs away, it just runs away. And I can imagine them being really difficult to catch if it does that. And at that point, you also have to be able to, you know, just catch them as well and just handle them, which is going to be a whole different thing altogether. So I would be afraid that if I was to have a jumping spider pet and it ran away, I would not be able to pick it back up and put it back in its cage or whatever you call it. I'd probably just grab a shoe and kill it, which would be heartbreaking because at that point I would have built this attachment of that being my pet, but I'd be too much of a I'd be too weak to not kill it in the moment. So I'm just gonna admit the fact that they are cute, and I can kind of understand why people have them as pets, but it's not for me. Healing, healing. Stamina. Hot feathers are definitely lighter than cure disease potions, not by much, but every little bit helps on survival mode with the reduced carry weight. Yeah, they're pretty fucking handy. Like they are really handy, I have to say. Those hawk feathers. Was it you that suggested them to me initially? Because that actually blew my mind when it actually worked. When I tried it and it worked. Such a good shout. Soul trap. It wasn't you. Ah. To be fair, there's a lot of people that come in the chat every now and then and just like give me really good hints. Come on then. Let's do you as well. So this will be the last vessel. I'm hoping that this was going to be just a vessel in this room and not another part of the dungeon. What? Iron Claw. Cool, let's see. Dragon, eagle, wolf. This will do. Look, you got some anime ad. Was it at least any good? What kind of... Oh, fuck, I'm wary. What kind of anime was it? I've never really watched a lot of anime. I tried, but it's just not my thing. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling here because I'm tired, I'm hungry. I can fix the hunger. But the tiredness now is so big, I can't see properly in the game. So that's going to be a massive issue. All the souls are mine. And we have the last vessel. You can just about see the dragon wall behind. What is it? Seek or a whisper. No idea which one that is. Throw voice or a whisper. Your voice is not a shout, but a whisper, revealing the life forces of any and all. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, yeah. If you're a stealthy sort of a build, that's pretty cool. It's essentially like, when you do that, like, supervision in Hitman games, and you just see, like, through the walls where the enemies are. Pretty handy in those types of games. What happens if I put... no, not you. What happens if I put something on to... Not that. I need an item that's just laying around somewhere. Fucking... Never mind. Whatever. Wallhack shout. Yeah, exactly. See through walls. It was miraculously World Tokyo Stellar Force. Never seen it until now. Ah. Would you consider watching it, or is it a bit too like, I think there's a level of anime being too anime for me, and that I think that's what kind of like does it for me. So when I say too anime for me, it's either like drawn in a certain way that is a bit too anime for me, and Demon Hunter. So like the thing that also switches me off from anime is something that Demon Hunter does quite a lot in the TV series, especially, I don't know about the later seasons and episodes, but I think the first 2 episodes is like, there's a very there's a scene where essentially some people just turn into like, they die or something and they become these like zombies or monsters or whatever, and yeah, this guy gets attacked and pinned against a tree by someone that he used to know when they lived, and we go through this like internal monologue in his head, in this guy's head, for like way too long. It's like, oh my god, could this be? No, it cannot be her. Wait, hang on a minute. Has she died? Has she become a monster? Why is she attacking me? No, she must be a monster. It's like, bro, just look. We can see. We see what's happening. Just move on. Everyone gets what's happening. Just react. Just move on with the fucking episode. So yeah, I think there is that honestly that is the main thing that switches me off from anime.
You found the vessels. I was worried that I had sent you to your death.
What am I going to do with these?
In life, Hevnorak drained his own blood from his body. His goal was to transfer his power back into himself after death, becoming a powerful lich. The vessels contain that very blood. Empty them, and you remove any chance he has of regaining his former powers.
That seems a bit dangerous, to be fair.
More dangerous than you know. Left alone, however, he will awaken when he has grown too powerful to be stopped. This is the only way to be sure.
All right.
Very well. Empty the vessels into the sconce near the throne. Then sit in the throne. When you have done so, I will unbind Hevnorak. He will awaken in a weakened state, but the Lich is still to be reckoned with. Be ready.
Sandman says, I use Aura Whisper almost every time I enter a dungeon just to give myself an idea and a reminder of what's in there, what enemies and how many. That's fair enough, yeah, that's fair enough. I'd probably use that a bit more if I was sneaking around, though. If I'm just like, you know, a mage or a damage dealer, whatever, like just straight up melee attacker, it's just like, oh, just throw it at me. Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh! All great anime. Berserk was good. What else was there? Duel Masters, I used to like that one as well. Digimon, I used to like as well. That's more like as a kid. What else was there? There was one more. I think it was Duel Master. Which one was it where it's like everyone has a spirit imprinted to them and they battle those spirits between each other? I think it is... No, it's not Duel Masters. But I did like Duel Masters as well. Okay, so have I done the thing now? Have I done it well? I guess so. Let's sit in the throne. This sounds like a shit idea, but hey ho. It would be so cool if the goblin didn't obstruct the view. Anyways. Okay, so we can actually soul trap Hevnarak as well. What we actually want to do, though, is summon, just in case. Who is he fighting? He's fighting our fucking skeleton, this idiot. I don't understand what this Atronach is doing. It just seems to be always bugging out and just fighting other followers. It gets in the way more than it helps, honestly. And I wish I could disable the goblin from casting it, because it's just pointless. Marked for death, yeah. I might also be swayed to maybe drink a potion that will boost our one-handed damage, but I don't think we have that potion anymore. So, whatever. Staminas. There he goes. Oh, I forgot to soul trap him as well. Fuck. Well, let's see the mask. Gold. Havnarak. Immune to disease and poison. That's kind of cool, but pointless to me. Have Norak's staff sprayed on the ground. It creates a wall of lightning that does 50 points of damage. Okay, so it's a sparky flamethrower. It's a spark thrower. Spark thrower. Where is the dude? There he is. Are you satisfied now?
Thank you, hero. Now I may finally rest. Take of Norak's iron mask. It may be of use to you, and serve as some reward for your feat here.
For my feet. Cool. Another quest for the books. Yeah, how far are we from any sort of bedrolls or beds or inns? Because we desperately need to get some sleep now. Have a look on the general map. We are quite far. I mean, Hralden is just over there, so it's kind of close. Hendraheim is over here. I'd rather go to Hralden because it's on the way to Calfspire and can buy some more food, hopefully, from the inn. So I think, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, so to the east now we have locations that we have already seen. So we've cleared this bit of a map now as well, so that's good. So yeah, so we are going literally directly north. We are so fucking tired. We actually cannot see. This is what being blind is like. It's even worse when they... God. It's like double blind. What's that? Huh. It's a little Dwemer tree. So since this is a kind of a spectre horse, it cannot die. So I'm guessing if it takes enough fall damage, it will just despawn, hopefully leaving us alive. It's slightly odd how nobody reacts to the fact that we are riding on a Daedric horse, considering how either scared or loyal some people are to Daedra.
You should head on inside. I'll
Ah, a visitor. Old Hrolden Inn has hundreds.
Change the linens myself. They're fresh.
I mean,
Now,
I've
here's a man
literally
I'm glad to
saved your
see.
fucking inn from a ghost. You should be a bit more cheerful to see me.
Let's sate that appetite. Hmm?
Apple pie, cooked beef, breast, goat, rabbits. Okay, I'd like a room again. Hopefully this time there won't be any ghosts.
Have a good rest. It's the big room with the double bed.
Cool.
I'll show you to your room.
No need. So, I kind of want to sleep for 24 hours. So, let's make it 22 hours. So we wake up in the morning of the next day, essentially. What happened to with the ghost you were following earlier before you got distracted by the Orc stronghold? Did you follow up on that quest? Oh, shit.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
That's actually a good shout. Yeah, I think I have done, yeah. Yeah, I have done. So it led us to a bunch of Forsworn enemies. And one of them had a note saying that the heart of the ghost is now in Calfspire. So we need to go back to Calfspire to get the heart. Yeah. Let's leave the inn and then eat, just in case it doesn't count again if we eat. Apple pie, beef, breast. Well fed. Good. We'll save the game.
I work for Ildis. She runs the...
Okay guys, I'm going to end this one here for the night. Thank you all so much for watching. It is now midnight in the UK. I'm quite tired, to be fair. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back online on Sunday, 8 PM UK time. This time we'll be playing Batman Arkham Asylum. It's a new series that we'll be playing every Sunday from now on, so come by to have some Batman fun, and yeah, I'll see you then. We never really like leave the stream having said all the goodbyes and good nights and whatnot. I feel like I kind of like always end it abruptly, and I kind of just ignore like all the messages until after I've stopped the stream. So yeah, good dreams to everyone. Have a good weekend, and yeah, I'll see you all on Sunday. Yeah, see you in a bit, Glocky. See you next time, Silas. She's awake. Sandman.